Right, that's through that little spring-loaded turnstile gate, and then you come out to this open area where there's loads of rocks coming down and a broken wall on the left hand side, and it's all stones down the track, look. But you get round this corner here, at the corner post, and it goes downhill and alongside the church grounds, and that's where you turn right at the end of it through the gate, drop down the stairs. Right, so once again I'm just watching where I'm putting my feet, stepping down. Because if I fell over here, I'd probably end up breaking an elbow or something daft like that. So I'd rather just take my time than put myself into a worse state. Right, so I'm going to go across to the left now, get off these stones, just walk down the grass area. That's better. Right, so downhill like I says, and you can see the river ahead here, and I'm back to the village now, just about. Right, down this bit of a track, right next to the water again. Oh yeah, bugger, that was slippy. Well, hey. Looks like there's people been camping here because of remains of a fire there, look. Two fires, one next door to each other. So it'll probably be the same people come back the next night and had another fire. Right, so you can see Gunnerside houses appearing now and through the fence there. Yep, it's a charcoal or fires there. They should build a fire pit, they put stones around them, stop it spreading. Yeah, son, yeah. Right, this is another hazard and all. If I slip and put my hand down to stop myself falling, I'll get my hand ripped open on the barbed wire fence, so I've got to be very careful. And the dog keeps pushing alongside us because of the path's thin between the two big boulders here. So he keeps nudging us and pushing us. Love this sound of the water running down over the white water rapids, look, right the way down. Well, I've enjoyed the walk because I've done different paths again, but there's no way in hell I could go further on up Swinner Gill gorge there to climb up that lot. Not the way, not with my balance and stuff like that. There's no way, and I had the dog as well, so I've got to be careful with him climbing rocks and stuff in case he falls down. Right, so there's this side of the church down there, so that's where I'll be going, alongside the wall, and I'm turning right after it, and then going along the path and down the stairs onto the main path that takes you to the bridge. So we're nearly there. So it's nice to get on this soft grass area here, look. No more stones. The only hazard you've got here is morning dew when it's wet and slippy, and slip on your ass, what I'm doing here. But what a beautiful picture, seeing Gunnerside village coming at you again after a long walk. Right, so you've got to go straight ahead through that gap in the wall and just keep on going down towards the church. Now my pants are coming down again. What's happening is my backpack is rubbing against the bottom of my bottom and pushing down on the top of my trousers. So they're getting pushed down all the time. And they get so far down and just want to fall down. So when I had my jacket on, it was okay because it was rubbing up against my jacket, not my trousers. But there's another big stream coming down underneath the grass there, look. Coming underneath all these boulders and going underneath there, look. It's seeping down to the wall at the bottom there. Just flooding through the land. And when you come here first thing in the morning, this place is absolutely littered with bloody small rabbits running about all over the shop. Hundreds of them. Right, so I'll have to stop recording again, pull my trousers up. I'm getting sick of this. Right, onwards and upwards. So here's the church grounds coming up now. There you go along the back wall. And there's some sheep just on the other side of this wall. So it's a good job I've got him on his leader. Right, so up and over this wall. So like I say, when you come in, park inside Gunnerside village, you cross the bridge at the King's Head and come straight across the road, up the path towards the church here. Then there's an arrow, a hand pointing up to the right. So you go up there, up the steps and along the path, and then you come up to this bit here, in the corner there. And then you start coming up this grassy path. And then that's your start, you're going to say Gill Walk, right to where I've just come down from. He's watching the sheep, look. Watch how he goes at the stalk mode. Head down, very cautiously watching the prey, ready to make the move. So that's why dogs, even though they're domesticated, they're still wild animals and they've still got the instinct to run and chase. So you can't knock it out of them altogether, even though they love you to death, they're soft as shite in the house. But when they come out in the wild, they're back to normal. Herding and sheeping and chasing after prey. So no matter how well trained you've got your dog, you've still got to watch for them going back to the wild ways. Right, so this is the church that I'm walking alongside now. And you go around the corner through the gate here. Now I'll have to stop recording probably to get through the gate again. So I'll be glad to get back to the car, open it up and take my backpack off, put my cameras all down and turn my time-lapse camera off and set my GoPro away for to do the time warp for the journey back home. But there's a little hook on this gate, so I've got to stop recording to get it off because I've only got the one hand. So I'll bring you back in a minute. So there's the cars parked over there. Just see the silver car in the bank. Right, so that's through the little gate after taking the hook off. And there's the church grounds there, look. A couple of bird feeders on a pole there. I don't think it's used much in all the church. I don't know if it's still used by the villagers or not. But you go down here, I'm sure there's some steps at the far side that you go down, if I remember right. Yeah, so if there is, I'll have to go down these sideways. Right, so you go down these steps onto the main track that comes along from the bridge at the King's Head pub. Easy son, easy. Right, down sideways. This is a high step. This is where it's dangerous for me because the dog pulls. I'm on a short leader and I'm on the top of stairs. So if he pulls down, I can rocket him down there. Right, sit. Nice and easy. The boots are covered in mud as well, so... Oh. Right, so back along this little track here. That leads up to the church. So when you're coming up from the bridge after parking the car in the village, you come up here and there's your marker on the right hand side, look, the yellow arrow, it's saying footpath. So that tells you to go up the stairs there, not through the church. So don't go up through the church, you turn right and go up the stairs. And that's the start of your walk, Gunnerside Gill, alongside the river here. So what I'll do is I'll go around the corner again back to the car and I'll take him down the 6 steps or something, wherever it is, right alongside the car and let him go in the river and wash his paws and that. So down here there's one of them old coal trucks ready for taking the iron ore from down the hills, and they've made mock-up tools at the back of it, ornamental ones, just to show what the pickaxes that they used to use. But there's the stairs that come down the side of that building there, look, from the car park where the car's parked just over there. Another dog walker coming along. Is he getting on in age, walking so slow?
Yeah.
How old is he?
The girl.
Oh, girl, how old?
About 13, 14.
Oh, no wonder. Oh, bless. As long as you keep them going, you know what I mean? As long as you can. There's the old coal train, look, with the makeshift tools that people's built and put behind. Pickaxes and hammers and like crowbar type things. So that's where I took a picture of, outside that entrance to the mine across the other side of the river, further back there. So you come along this path here until you reach the main road and the King's Head pub straight across. So you turn right over the bridge, turn right again and come back to the car park over there, look. And this is tea rooms where people stop and have a cuppa. As you can see, all the bikes are parked outside here. So you get ice cream and cups of tea or cold drinks. Right, so that's where I started my walk this morning. First thing, I went straight up that road there. Right, stamp my feet and get the mud off now. Right, so back to the car here. So I'm back to the GUNNERSIDE village, where there's an old smithy shop up there, still working and all, like with the anvil and that. And he still makes bits of metal stuff. I don't know what, like, but I've never been, but it's still working as far as I know, I've been told. Right, so back to the car now. So my time-lapse camera will be picking us up now, what time we've got back to the car. Right. So that's it for today. So I hope you've enjoyed me walk with Sanderson Sentinel today. And like I say, it's Saturday, June the 15th, 2019. And I hope you'll come with us on the next one. Bye bye.